Stacy, we have to leave now.
Why? What's going on?
The nuke that Henry Miller was testing is malfunctioning.
Well, the facility is far from here, so I doubt that the nuke will cause any damage over here.
So you are staying?
Yes.
Can you please take this wire off of me? I cannot move my head that well. Can you do it for me? Hello? What the hell? I cannot move that well. You guys are just? Hello, is anyone in there? Whatever. I'm coming in. Sir, what the hell are you doing? Why the fuck were you eating that man's head? What the hell do you want? Who are you?
Look, we don't have time for this. Get in my car and look behind you.
How about you tell me what the hell is going on? I had to shoot someone.
You better get in my goddamn car. Right now.
I don't even know where to start. What the hell is going on? Do you know what is going on? There are literal zombies out there.
So you have no idea with what is going on. Weren't you watching the news? And did you hear the emergency broadcast?
No, I was in a car accident. I don't even know how long I was out.
Do you know who Henry Miller is?
Yes, he is that guy that tested the nuke. What about him?
That piece of shit caused all of this. He purposely made the nuke explode. And whatever was in the nuke caused a literal zombie apocalypse. How long were you out during your car accident?
I don't know, but I remember Henry Miller testing the nuke. I guess I was out before the nuke exploded. And today I just woke up.
You were out for at least 6 days then.
Oh my. And when I woke up in the hospital, there was a man. Or zombie. I don't know. But he I guess hung himself and he was still moving and growling. Do you know what may have happened and why he did not die?
Whatever was in the nuke caused it, so when humans die without any brain damage through whatever, they become a zombie. And how you kill a zombie is any blunt damage to the head. And since there was no damage to the brain, that guy turned into a zombie when he died, and he is still alive through being a zombie.
And I also I guess had to shoot a zombie. That zombie was eating a man's head, and it started to walk towards me so I shot it. Will I get into legal trouble for doing that?
There is no legal system anymore. Hell, there is even no government too. Society has totally collapsed. It's every man for himself now. But I want to help protect people. And I saw you. There was a horde following you. Did you even know that there was a horde of zombies following you?
No, I guess when I shot the zombie, it attracted a bunch more.
That could be.
And where did you get this car?
I used to be in the military for 7 years. So let's say I know where to get these things.
Sorry to keep bombarding you with questions. But where are we going?
We are going to my base. It is nothing special, but it is far away from the city. The city is so overrun with zombies. There are a bunch of people that will help answer your questions. We are still trying to figure out and adapt to this new world. One guy that's there worked for Henry, and he told us what happened. That's how I have some answers for your questions. But he can tell you a lot more.
Well, thank you for saving me. I really appreciate this. And thanks for answering my questions. Just thank you so much. I am new to this and if you would not have picked me up, I would probably die. I cannot express my thanks enough, but thank you.
You're welcome. I go out every Friday so I can help people. I want to help as many people as I can, so one day we can build a working civilization.
That's really cool of you to do this. Thank you again. And how far are we until we get to the base?
I'm not sure. It's a bit away. But I would say about 30 more minutes.
Okay. Hey, by the way, just wondering, where is your base?
Hold that thought. Listen to this.
We interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. A nuclear attack was commenced against the United States. 15 nuclear bombs have detonated in several areas across the country. They include Baltimore, Boston, Chicago, Denver, Detroit, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, New York, Pennsylvania, Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, San Diego, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. At this time, all residents within a 400-mile radius of these areas should seek a fallout shelter. Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in certain death. If there is a nearby location that has been designated as a fallout shelter, go there now. Otherwise, seek shelter in the interior part of a strong building on the lowest floor. Make sure you have food, water, and a battery-powered radio with you. Do not exit the fallout shelter until the all clear has been given.
This is an emergency alert message. This is not a test. This warning is for the following area: states located on the east coast of the United States and surrounding areas. A viral outbreak has occurred. It is highly contagious and lethal. Please stay in your homes and do not panic. If you come into contact with a sick individual, please call the Centers for Disease Control immediately and quarantine individuals who present symptoms. Symptoms include but are not limited to seizures, convulsing, cold skin, sweating, anger, violent outbursts, extreme hunger and bleeding from the eyes, nose, mouth and ears. This is not a test.
I don't know why it says 15 nuclear bombs went off, because it was only one. But those 15 cities got hit with the radiation the most. It's weird because the phone lines and internet are down. But this emergency broadcast plays every day at dawn. It might stop though. The entire internet may soon be wiped.
Oh my poor wife. I don't even know what to say. I totally forgot about her. How in the world can I do that? What the hell am I doing?
Don't beat yourself up. You have been through a lot. Let's get to our base and fuel up on food and water. Then do you want to go search for her? I am willing to help, because that's what I do.
Yes, that would be very helpful. Thank you. I just hope that she is okay.
Do you and your wife have kids?
No, but we were planning on having kids. We were just really busy with my business.
What kind of business did you guys run?
It was a shipping kind of business. I was the owner, and my wife was the manager. It wasn't big, but we made a killing on it. We were in the process of moving to a really nice and big home. Our net worth, well, before all of this, was about 9 million.
Damn, that's cool. Too bad that it's not worth anything now because of all this shit happening. Well, congrats to you for making that kind of money.
Thank you. And before that emergency broadcast came on, I had a question about where your base was.
What do you mean?
Like, where is your base located? Is it in a forest, is it in an open field, or is it in a small neighborhood?
Oh, that's what you mean. It's located in open field, with a few cars and tents.
Nice. And is it far away from zombies?
It should be. It's far from the city, and that's where the majority of the zombies come from. So it's safe for now. But we might need to move somewhere else in the future.
Okay. And you said that there's a guy there who worked for Henry, right?
Yes. His name is Richard, and he did work for Henry. He can tell you a lot more about what happened.
Alright. Thank you again for picking me up. I am so hungry and thirsty.
Well, we have plenty of food and water over at the base. When we get there, you can have some. Then I will show you around, and you can meet the people there, and then Richard can talk to you about what he knows about Henry.
Okay, thank you again.
You're welcome. Alright, we are here. Alright, this is our camp. You are a part of our team now. I will introduce you to everyone. Then you can explore and meet the people here. Everyone is gathered around the campfire right now, because we were planning on having a fire. Since it is getting late, I can give you a tour of the camp in a little bit. But for now, why don't we go get some food and water?
Mike.
Haley. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I got into a car accident, they rushed me to the hospital, and I don't know what happened, I don't even know what to say. I am glad that you are safe.
My god, you got into a car accident.
Yes, but it is okay. I am fine. I am just glad I found you.
I did not think I was going to see your face again. I thought you died.
I am so sorry I was not there when all this happened.
It's okay. I was not hurt at all.
No, it's not okay. I should have been there for you. If I wasn't so stupid and I paid attention on the road, I would have been there for you. It's all my fault, none of this would have
Mike.
happened. I hate.
It is okay. I am not mad at you. It was not your fault for any of this. I love you so much.
And I love you too.
It's great to have you back, Mike.
I'm happy to see you again.
I will do everything in my power to make sure that nothing like this happens again.
Well, if something were to happen, then always remember that I love you no matter what.
Well, Mike, welcome to the camp. Not everyone is joining us today, because they are sleeping in their cars right now. But before we down our drinks and enjoy the fire, I want to give a toast to Mike.
To Mike.
To Mike.
To Mike.
To Mike.
To myself. And I did not catch your name, by the way.
No, you did not. My name is Dexter.
Nice. Well, thank you for saving me, Dexter.
You're welcome. And like I said, I go out every Friday so I can try to save people that need help.
That's cool of you to do that.
Mike, what happened after your car accident? What did you do in the hospital when you found out the nuke exploded?
I did not know a nuke exploded until today. I knew that Henry Miller was testing a nuke, but I did not know it exploded. And while I was driving, there was a guy, and he hit me head on at about 50 miles per hour. When he hit me, I was in a state of shock and I got out of my car. And for some reason I checked behind my car. Then I believed I blacked out. I woke up a few times during the ambulance ride, then I blacked out again. And this time I woke up in a hospital. But it was all just so empty. Now looking back, I believe everyone abandoned the hospital because of what was going on.
And you told me in the car that you saw something at the hospital. Do you remember what you saw?
Yes, I do. When I woke up, I walked out of my room. It was dark in the hallway. I saw another room and I wanted to see if anyone was in there. So I opened the door and I saw a guy that I guess hung himself, and he was still moving and growling.
You saw a zombie?
Yes, I guess I did.
Hey Richard, why don't you tell Mike about what happened?
I will in a little bit. I want to hear the rest of Mike's story.
Alright.
So after that, I left the hospital. I was just walking around until I saw a roadblock with some cars. When I got there, there was a police car that had the trunk opened. I looked in there and there was a gun. Then I walked around the roadblock and there were lots of corpses. There was even a deceased kid in the back of a car. I felt sick to my stomach.
Oh my, that poor child. This is all just awful with what is happening.
It certainly is. I wanted to puke, but I could not. After I saw that, I walked around the cars and I was back on the road again. I was walking, then I saw a zombie. At the time I thought it was a man. But that zombie was eating a man's head. So as a normal human would do, I pointed my gun at the zombie. I did not want to just shoot it because first of all I thought it was a human. And second of all, I did not want to get tied up in any legal trouble. But it was still eating a guy's head, so when the zombie came towards me, I shot it in the chest. It did not die, so I shot it in the head and then it collapsed.
Wow, I did not know you went through dark things. I was fortunate enough to be rescued. I am sorry that you had to go through that.
Well, stuff happens. After I shot it, I walked far away from it, then I threw up. And after I threw up, that's when Dexter picked me up.
And there was a horde of zombies following you. It was probably from the gunshots, because zombies get attracted to noise.
Yes. And Richard, right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. There was a emergency broadcast that came on when Dexter picked me up. Can you explain what that is about?
Yes, I can. I will tell you what I know, and how this whole ordeal started. Then I will answer your question.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So the piece of shit Henry told us that he was going out with one of the top people besides Henry. His name was Tom, and they were going to get an abandoned nuke that they found. When they came back, they loaded it up and was ready to test. But Henry said that we were to test the nuke at full power. I knew after that he said that it would be dangerous. So I went up to him and told him my concerns, but he said it would be fine. Then he left, and that piece of shit could still be out there today as I speak.
I swear to God, if I see that fucker, I will make him wish he never did any of this.
Exactly. After he left, I went up to Tom, who is the next top person in line for the company. I told him my concerns, but he said that it would be fine. Now at this point I did not know what to do. I tried to tell them that this was a bad idea, but they said it would be fine. I tried to stop it, but they did not listen. So after that I just left the building because I did not know what to do. I drove as far as I can up here because I was sure the nuke was going to go off. And sure enough it did. And that's where I met Dexter.
I had the same concerns as Richard. I thought that testing an abandoned nuke was a stupid and bad idea. So that's why I was up here.
Now the nuke was not just an abandoned nuke. It had chemicals in it. There is no way an abandoned nuke can cause this type of infection. I worked around chemicals for my entire career. So I know what I am talking about. And what the chemicals do to the human that were in the nuke. They cause it so when you die through whatever, and not any damage to the brain, you become a zombie. I can go into specific detail, but this is just the overview of what happens.
I never thought in my entire life that we would be talking about zombies that are actually real. This is just crazy.
These chemicals spread to the entire world. All of the civilizations are collapsing right now as I speak. So far here in America, there is no America anymore. Everyone got hit with these chemicals, including you and me. These chemicals infect people differently. Everyone has these chemicals in them. Some people died as soon as the chemicals hit them, others died a couple hours or days later. But if you are alive right now, you are fine. Your body is holding off these chemicals. But when you die without any brain damage, you will become a zombie. This whole world is fucked up now because of one person. So what we need to do now is just survive. The whole government and military is gone over the world. There are a shit ton zombies everywhere now. I know for a fact that about 86% of the population are now zombies. It is every man for himself now. But we want to help people and hopefully one day build a working civilization. We just need to build our community and be strong. We need to help each other out because that is the only way we are going to survive in this new world.
By the way, I forgot to mention, I still have the gun I got from the cop car. I left it in Dexter's car. Do you guys need it?
No, you keep it. You found it, it's yours. We need to make a run into town anyway because we are running low on ammo and guns. So we will just get more supplies when we go out. We might go tomorrow.
Alright, I was just wondering. And Richard, you forgot to answer my question about the emergency broadcast.
Oh right, yes I did. Sorry I forgot. I don't know a whole lot, but basically what happened is the United States have a backup power supply if anything goes wrong, which it did. And some part of the internet is still up which allowed them to record an emergency broadcast. But it won't last long because everything is going to shit, and there is nobody operating the power supply. So the power generator might last a couple of more hours. And when the power generator goes out, then that's when the whole internet will die and be wiped.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling me about all of this.
You're welcome. I don't know everything, but that's so far what I know about all of this.
Mike, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to see new faces at the camp. Thanks for joining us by the fire tonight. We try to have fires every night because it calms us all down with what is going on. And it's just a nice bonding time.
Thank you. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Andrew.
Well, thank you, Andrew. It's nice to meet you too. And Haley, I am glad I found you. I love you so much.
I love you too, Mike. I am glad that you are okay.
I am really glad to see you again, Mike. I thought that I was never going to see you again. I am just so happy that you are back.
Thank you, Karsten. I am glad to have you as a friend.
I am also happy to see you again, Mike. It's great to see your face again. We thought we lost you.
Well, thank you, Steve. I am glad to see everybody again.
Before we all go to bed, I think we should end the night with some fun. Let's dig into our drinks.
Way ahead of you, pal.
Alright, I forgot to tell you that Andrew took down the tents. Sorry for that, but we have enough cars to sleep in. Haley knows that Andrew took 'em down, but I forgot to tell you, Mike.
It's okay. Hell, I'm not complaining. With what's going on, I'm just happy that I am going to get some sleep.
Well, thank you for understanding.
You're welcome, and thank you again for picking me up. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here with my wife and my friends right now. So thank you again.
No problem. Well, try and get some sleep. I am going to bed. Good night, Mike and Haley.
Good night.
Good night.
Haley, I just can't say this enough, but I'm glad that I found you.
And I am glad that you are okay.
Are you mad at me for not being there when all of this was going down?
Of course I'm not mad at you. It was not your fault that you got into a car accident. I just want you to know that it is all right, and that I am not mad at you. And that, I love you very much.
I love you very much, too. I just feel so crappy because of that.
Mike, I will never be mad at you because of this. It was not your fault.
Alright, I am just glad that I finally found you.
And I am glad that you are okay.
Me too. Hey, by the way, I noticed that Stacy is not here. You remember her from work, right?
Yes, I do. While Karsten and Steve picked me up, they said that Stacy was staying at the business. Steve said that she said she was staying because she thought the nuke would not cause any damage over there. But that's all I know about her.
Man, I hope she is doing okay in this mess.
Me too.
Alright, well, good night, babe. I love you.
I love you too. Good night.